Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Bugs Bunny and Taz Time Busters for the Sony PlayStation 1. In the last video, we found everything on the Haunted River, and now it's time to head to Zoovania, the last place we have to go before we can go to Count's Castle. So without further ado, let's begin. This is a rather interesting area. It's dark when we left, but it's bright when we came in. Notice the clock hand moving, notice the switches here turning back off, like the switch is just coming back off, I guess in a way, as well as that one switch disappearing. Apparently we have an idea as to what to do. We need it to be night, and we need to hit those switches for it to be night, but we gotta work at it in order to, well, get there. Something is written on the tower. Only at night will you see the true nature of the zoo. Keep that in mind. Also, this guy is flying, and I need to make him stop flying. That way I can get rid of him. And that is out of time character number 3 for the Transylvanian era. Let us go ahead and also kick the crate on this sundial. And then we can get the things that are everywhere else. Don't forget to kick everything that you see. And it didn't exactly say it, at least as far as I can tell. It does give you a hint though. You have to hit this bell with the carrot in first person mode in order to open it. After these crates with the monkeys, don't worry about them for now. We'll deal with them eventually. We'll get what's in there when the time comes. It looks like it can be moved. Well, these gates sure can, but how do we move them? Well, that's kind of your only hint as to what to do while you're around here. And let me look around here first. Okay, I didn't miss anything. Good. Oh, there is a vase here, though. I do want to kick that. I do want to kick this. What you need to do is aim at the sign here with the first person mode and fire a carrot. This will open up these gates one at a time. Now what is in here? Ah. Now in these individual areas you cannot teleport Taz or Bugs, whoever you need, down there. Instead you gotta go over to where you came in from on the outside. Teleport who you need to teleport, and then you're going to have to get them both in there manually doing things. Now there is a crate here. There are some vases that we can kick for stuff here as well. But there is also an out-of-time character from the Aztec era on top of the cage. And there are also some things that we can grab as well. Let's get Taz in here. Now, we're going to have some more fun with the ability to blow bubbles and fly. But before we go over to where the out-of-time character is, there are some places where we can go. For instance, right here, at this point in the wall. We can float just high enough, we can get over there. I'm going to press triangle to let go prematurely. And from here, I can float upwards to get a 25 time regulator gear. I just need to make sure that I can line myself up with it. And there it is. But there is more here. there's some more stuff here that we can do. And one of them is pressing this switch. By pressing the switch, we can move the sundial at the beginning a whole another hour and get one step closer to nighttime. There are 5 of these in all, I believe, and if we hit them all, it will become night. We've already hit one of them. And don't worry about the boss coin over there, we will get it eventually. And I am going to go ahead and grab that clapper. Now, for the cage, we need to get Taz up there. We need to get Taz up there as quickly as possible. Don't worry about the guy flying away. We will be able to do something about that. And I need to break those. Alright. First of all, I want to break those 2 bases that I saw earlier. Because that's some more time regulator gears that I really need to look for and find. And 2, we need to hit the Aztec guy who is in the air with a carrot. It would help a little more if I was a little closer. From there, once we hit him, we can switch to Taz and we can go ahead and collect them. Notice that you cannot teleport bugs up here. You have to use bugs on the ground, and you need Taz at the top of the cage, so that way you can get the guy. And we are much more or less done here. So, let us go ahead and leave this area. So that way, we can go to another one. And apparently there are bases here. Forgot to kick those. Might as well do it now. Alright. Now if I hit this from this direction, it should rotate that way and I can open this up. Let's get Taz out of here and outside of this place first of all. And we need to get into the fountain so that way we can grab that. Now, notice that you can move the cages just because of the little movement marks there on the ground there. Just hold triangle, move towards the cages, and you'll be able to move them around. As you do this, the fountain here will turn itself off. And in order to make sure it stays off, you want to keep Taz on the switch. Now getting Taz on the switch and keeping him on, you can dive down here and end up on the rabbit hole on the other end. We have broken the final crate here. We can kick some more vases, and we can trigger the switch. And that is 2. Now, to do this, hopefully without giving ourselves a concussion, and getting out of here. Now, to rotate this in another direction, keeping it in the same direction rather, we should be able to open this up. Now this one we have to do without Taz. You have 10 seconds to activate the switch in the pool to obtain the clock switch. So hit this, dive in, and hopefully hit the switch before you run out of time. And I barely did it there because I can't tell my up from my down. Thankfully, I was able to pull it off. Got this thing to show up just in time. And that is 3. And by doing this, we are now free to move around and get everything that is here. And we are now at 235 out of 500 as far as the gears are concerned. Now, for the next gate. And apparently there are 4 gates in all, not 5 like I thought. Once you go through the 4 gates and hit the 4 switches, you'll be done. This is quite possibly the hardest part. First of all, let's get Taz over here. We're going to need him. And we will have to use the bubblegum multiple times in order to not only get to the other side, but also to get the gears that are situated in midair. We've got one, now we just need to get the other. And I'm kinda... Okay, I wasn't close enough. Let's try that again. Alright. Let's go ahead and inflate the bubblegum here just enough. There we go. Had to get a little bit closer to do that. Now we just need to get to the other side and hit the time switch that is there. Which shouldn't be too hard. And we can always pop it early with the triangle button. And by hitting the 4th and final switch, we are now at night. We get a nice little cutscene that switches from day to night, and we go back to the start once we have the transition. Alright. Once everything goes from day to night, things get a little nasty. The monkeys transform, things act different. Things that look like mindless weeds end up becoming carnivorous plants. And we have to deal with all of that just to complete this level and get everything that we can. I'm going to switch to Taz here. It'll make it a little easier to face these guys. Once you get these guys to break the cages, you'll have to hit them twice in order to get rid of them. But once you're able to do that, once you're able to get close enough to them to break the cages, just hit them once, hit them again, they're done for good. Alright. There is an anvil there in the sky. I want to save it for later. Also, you don't have to worry about opening any of these gates because, well, you don't have to. And I want to get our good friend Taz right here. And here's what we're going to do. If you fly to this side with Taz and the bubblegum, this canary, which is now a pterodactyl, will fly away with this 25 gear. But if you hit the pterodactyl from a distance with a carrot with bugs, you can then go to the other side and then you can go for the gear. Thankfully, the bird slash pterodactyl will no longer mess with you. Matter of fact, it's pretty much gone at this point. So, there we go. Now it's time for the pool switch. We're going to throw this right here. That'll get rid of the piranha. And we can get the 25 gears inside these clamshells. And as long as you keep moving, I don't think these things will clamp down on you. Matter of fact, I don't know if they do at all. It just looked like they were shaking when I was passing by. It's kind of weird. And no, and I think it's better if we got you in here. That way we have some good offense for the monkeys here. Yeah, these things are completely broken. And while I could use the anvils, what's the point when I can fight them off with Taz fairly easily? And now we have this part. First of all, I should probably get Bugs over here and have him do stuff first. Or better yet, I could probably bring Taz in. Now that I remember that this used to be a cage with monkeys in it, and I want him to fight those things. I mean, here are the... I'm about to say, there's the cage where the monkey's at. Also, there are coffins here. That is unusual. Very unusual. Come on now, break the cage. There we go. We can go ahead and get rid of these guys fairly easily. There's another coffin right here. Not sure why. Need to get rid of you. And you. And he is gone. And I feel like... Is there something I forgot to break while I was here? I hope not. I really hope not. Oh, right. We need to go back to that one area that we didn't go to before. Because there was one area that had the boss coin, and it's right here. Now, where is... There it is. There is our friend, the bubblegum machine. We're going to fly our way up here. Hopefully, the last gears that I need are here at the top. Otherwise, I'm going to have a time getting everything in Zoovania. Also, I love how there are different medallions. They signify different parts of this place and what you'll deal with in all of them. The boss token is on the other side, but the green plants block the way. Well, what do I do? Okay, first of all. Okay, good. It's right there where that coffin was. We got everything. Ah, shrinking pill. Now, do I eat these with Taz? I would have to eat these with Taz. I can't get Bugs over here, so this is what I would have to do. Or maybe not. You would have to do this with Bugs. Get out of there, Taz. Okay. Alright, there we go. I thought maybe you would have to eat these with Taz. And then you'd be able to shrink down and get past them that way. Just become unnoticeable. But no, this is what you have to do. You just have to throw the pills at the plants before you run out of time. And once you do that, you get the boss coin. I'm surprised the pills didn't even affect him. But we are now done with Zoovania. And then, and now, we can go to Count's Castle. And I'm going to go over there ahead of time, just so I can be ready for the next video. And there it is. There it is. We are almost done with this game. But that will have to wait until the next video. So join me next time where we enter the Count's Castle to do the last of everything that there is in this game. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!